Welcome to episode 16 of Fat or Future Special Edition.
16 Special Edition!
Ta-da!
I'm very excited. We get to talk about deals today. And
Amazon Prime Edition. Yes.
Oh, Amazon Prime Day. Which, I mean, let's be honest, we'll get into it in a minute, but it's gotten more than just Amazon Prime.
2 days where billions of dollars will be spent.
Yep. It's Black Friday too, the Wrath of Khan.
Yes. People get their Christmas shopping done in June.
Yeah, so if you're wondering if you got like the hot fashion from July, June, this is why.
Isn't the same Christmas in July?
I mean, they finally achieved it, let's be honest.
But this is going to be Christmas in June. So.
Christmas in June.
Okay, Amazon stuff. So how are we going to cover this today?
Oh, well, I think we got to start from the top because let's not assume, I mean, Amazon Prime Day is pretty big, but let's not assume everyone knows about it. So
okay.
You want to start off the
What is Prime Day?
What is Prime Day?
Okay, all right. Well, everyone knows about Amazon and the glorious things they've done for consumers.
Yes.
Whether it's groceries or whatever it is, you can get it next day almost.
I think they were the only one during the pandemic to apologize for not getting there in 2 days. I was like, I really don't need that extra pair of Sharpie pens until next week, but okay, fine.
I can wait a little bit,
yes.
Right? So this is the day that Amazon really gets everyone's attention and makes a bunch of special deals. It's they declared their own day. They're big enough to declare their own day.
Yep.
And consumers from everywhere will be on their website attempting to purchase deals that will be limited in quantity and lining up by the hour. It'll be an extravaganza with live broadcasting and all kinds of things.
They do live broadcasting, and it's very Amazon-esque. They have if you have ever seen the lightning deals, which are kind of limited time, limited quantities to get that special price. Prime Day relies heavily on that for a lot of their draw.
Yep.
They've been doing it for a few years now, and so really I think it was their push to kind of showcase their own products and showcase their platform. That's a step away from the holidays. They made sure that it was a few months away so that they could kind of showcase what they have and what they do.
Well, and for the thousands of small businesses that use Amazon as a marketplace, it's a huge opportunity, right? They get to suddenly get catapulted into the limelight and get their products out there.
Absolutely, and for products that would never have an opportunity, like they would not be on the front page of anything ever, right? Like they're a niche product. If they are, they're the lightning deal for 3 o'clock and they're in that time slot, and someone just happens to be looking at that time, boom, it's right there, front and center. And the impulse buys are definitely real.
So before people hit pause or stop or say, hey, this video isn't for you, what we're going to help you with right now is we're going to tell you a little bit about what you should be looking out for and how to make sure you're getting a good Prime deal. So let's start with the Amazon products.
Oh yes, and so historically the Amazon products have always been front and foremost for every year, and it's for good reason too. Historically, even after exhaustive comparison, the likelihood of a deal being better than a Prime Day on an Amazon product is very rare. Yeah. So it's kind of rule of thumb. If you need an Echo, if you need a Kindle, Prime Day is the day to buy them.
So right now the early deals leaked. We're around their earbuds. I think you can save $30 on those.
Yes.
Blink cameras. There were some good deals running on that. So if you don't know, Amazon bought Blink. And those are great home cameras if you just want to watch it like your porch or your garage or something like that. Those are easy to set up Wi-Fi cameras.
Little standalone, takes kind of 2 seconds.
Oh yeah, easy to do. It's cloud storage. You can view your videos. So that's a good opportunity. And then I think the new product we saw was that kind of wristband thing, right?
Yeah, you were telling me about this, so I guess it's just basically a fabric wristband?
Yeah, so that's on sale. It's going to be normally $99. It's on sale for $69 right now in advance of Prime Day, and it's going to help you monitor your sleep and your heart rate, but it doesn't look like a Fitbit. It looks like just kind of a cloth band that wraps around your wrist, so it looks like it's more comfortable maybe to wear than at night or at nighttime, as opposed to a watch. Like I never sleep with my watch on. I could care less about the data compared to my comfort having something on my wrist while I'm sleeping.
Right, you whack yourself in your head with a heavy watch and then
it could happen for sure.
And I think that's interesting too, is because some of the products that were like a little bit more exploratory were the ones that were so new that previous Prime Days they haven't really had an opportunity for them, like the Buds, like the glasses that have Alexa built in, like this fitness tracker. They've been around, but they haven't had an opportunity to be discounted enough for kind of that impulse buy kind of level. And I think this might be where they have an opportunity to shine, because Amazon's been playing really fast and loose almost in a good way of like what fits Alexa in? Can we fit it in a microwave?
Right.
Can we fit it in your eyeglasses? What do we do?
Oh yeah, they still have the dash buttons. So
Yes.
you'll find these products on the Amazon homepage. And then if you want to move what's next, you have to look at the whole Amazon ecosystem. They're more than just the front store, right?
Oh yeah, so they have quickly expanded into their whole ecosystem for deals. So that's not just actual Amazon physical products, but that's services. That's their music, their Amazon Prime Video, there's even some. I actually think I saw some deals on their Amazon storage, like Amazon
Really?
AWS storage.
Well, and they
to
have the
get
Whole
people
Foods
in.
acquisition, so they're doing more grocery selling in maybe in your area,
And
so you
Whole
can check
Foods,
on that.
I believe this might actually be the first year. I wasn't sure on that, but Whole Foods actually made a known announcement as well. They're having
Okay.
Prime Day deals and events within their Whole Foods
Within the
shopping
store.
centers, within their
Okay,
stores.
so now you have to go to the store.
Yeah. We're back full circle. We're
And
back
Twitch
full
as well.
circle.
So Twitch is another Amazon
Yes.
platform, and Twitch is involved in it. There would be some Prime deals for Twitch, so keep a watch for those as well.
So I think one of the biggest ones that they were talking about was the video for sure. So for those of you that might not know, so Amazon Video is actually a platform where you can then manage subscriptions for some of these little bit more niche streaming services.
Right.
So for people that might not, be familiar with, okay, how do I get Stars or how do I get PBS or BritBox, some of these little bit
Right.
more niche ones, Amazon just makes it really easy for you to just sign up and manage the subscription.
If you have a
through
Fire
Amazon.
Stick,
It
4K
makes
or
sense.
HD Fire Stick, you can actually sign up right through the homepage, and it'll just add the items onto your subscription.
It just
And that's
lines
what's
them up.
going on right now with Prime is they've got the 99 cent for 2 months on most of their offering, so you can get Stars or one of those other channels for 99 cents for the first 2 months before you have to pay the regular price. So if you're looking for a little more streaming content, another good Amazon deal to check out.
Yep, your Doctor Who to your heart's content,
Exactly.
basically. So the one thing is always be aware that anytime those deals, make sure that if it's not for you, that you cancel the subscription before you get that recharge.
I highly recommend
So-
putting the calendar reminder on at least a week before. So
Absolutely.
that's going to be a gotcha. Really easy to cancel through your Amazon website as well.
I'm all for a deal, but don't get pulled into the recurring.
That happened to us with the Sundance channel. Somehow we paid for a year of that, and there's nothing on that channel. I'm just going to say that.
I don't even remember what it was on.
Right.
It's hard.
But let's talk about how competitors are addressing Amazon Prime Day. I mean, obviously, this is a huge opportunity for Amazon, but a lot of companies then are saying, well, how do we get a piece of that action, right?
Yeah, absolutely, and especially when the numbers started rolling in after the first few years, and it's in the number of billions of dollars of products sold. Everybody else, all the other online retailers or physical retailers were like, hold on.
Wait a second.
We shouldn't just let them have that scot-free. So, to their credit, they've kind of been bumping up, especially some of the bigger retailers, Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and even some of the smaller ones. I think you were talking to me today about SteelSeries in their accessories.
Amazon sells a lot of peripherals, mice, keyboards, monitors. Those kind of accessories are hot items on Amazon. So SteelSeries, they do the same thing. They're a big accessories vendor, especially for gaming, and they're doing a 40% off sale that ends on the 21st. And so you can imagine that's the day before Prime Day.
Yep. And Best Buy is just started this week their bigger sales event. They just call. The funny thing is that they still can't figure out what to call these sales events because they can't say not Prime Day or whatever. So like Best Buy is this bigger sales event, but they've got some
I guess
solid
Father's
deals.
Day wasn't enough. They couldn't call it a Father's Day sale. Not powerful enough.
I guess not. But yeah, there's definitely some solid deals on electronics and some of these retailers for sure.
Okay, so we also know that some people are doing their deals on Prime Day itself. So they're actually going to take that brave risk of instead of trying to get the money before Prime Day, they're going to try and compete with Amazon on Prime Day. And I think you said Newegg was one of those.
Yes, so there are a few that are basically going to do straight up competition. I know Newegg is going to have an online sale with some flash deals as well to try to, again, kind of tempt that lure away, which will definitely be interesting. We also even have some of the more established Amazon products having some of a little bit expansion or appending to the Prime Day festivities. So one of the ones that I always follow and recommend is Rocketbook.
Okay.
So I love the Rocketbook products. They're basically erasable, reusable notebooks, which are just incredible. They don't have the waste. You don't have to figure them out.
Yeah.
And you can digitize your notes. You can PDF them and do all that. And they came out, they're going to have a Facebook event on Monday where they're going to be broadcasting live. They're going to have some of their exclusive deals, 30% off on their Prime notebook and everything. And again, it's their little festivities that are appending onto the Prime Day, even though their bread and butter is, they are a Amazon product. They are primarily sourced
they're a
through
big
Amazon.
marketplace there. Okay.
So,
Well, that's good to know. So check your favorite e-tailers this weekend before Prime Day just to kind of see how they're competing with Amazon, because you might be able to find some good deals outside of Amazon because Amazon's helping us all out. So with our last thing we want to touch on was kind of how do you know Prime Day's here, you're shopping on Amazon, I'm not sure I'm getting the best price, Justin. How do I know if this is really a deal or Amazon's not just playing some numbers game with me?
well, and this is always the catch. Anytime there's a sale, there's so much, where do you see the forest for the trees kind of? Where are the actually good deals? What are the things that you do want to buy? And so there's a lot of, back and forth, and especially with Amazon propagating in Prime Day, especially more than some other holidays, there's this a little bit of fear of missing out, this little bit of FOMO from the lightning deals, because it's, well, there's only so many of them and it's only on for an hour. If I don't grab one, someone else will, kind of thing. There's that limited quantity.
Intended pressure.
Right. So definitely a few tips and tricks for sure. So the first thing is that if you do see one of these limited time deals, if you put a product into your cart, you actually got 15 minutes to check out. You've basically reserved it for 15 minutes.
Okay.
So one of the biggest things is if you see something catches your eye and it's limited time, I always say put it in your cart and then take a breath and do your little bit of research, do your due diligence in that 15 minutes.
Okay.
Check to see if it's something that you really wanted, maybe it was on your list of things that you were looking for, and then definitely use some great resources. Camel.com. I know it sounds like a funny name.
Did you say camel 3 times?
Yes, it's literally the word camel 3 times.com.
Camel.
Yep. It's a mouthful to type, but if you get there, you can actually copy and paste any Amazon product link into it, and it will give you, as best as it can, a product price history in a little chart there, so you can see, oh, well, it's $20 right. This thing that I'm getting is $20 right now, but it's been $20 5 times in the past few months.
So the pressure
don't really
right
need
then.
to worry about
Okay.
it. Or, hey, this is the first time it's ever gotten below $20. I should grab this right now. This is a great deal. And again, just it balances out those emotions that are coming out and knowing that you want to get a thing. So
I can't believe you're telling us that shopping's an emotional experience.
never, right? Never, not at all. So those are kind of like the general tips and tricks on how to handle it. But then
I like that. So basically, temper your impulse. Take that deep breath. Think about whether you really need or want that item, and then use that resource to kind of price check to see if it's really a good deal. So that pack of Sharpies you were talking about for $9.99 really might not be the best deal, even though you can get it tomorrow.
Absolutely. And now there's always, whenever there's deals like this, there's some things that are just always good to look out for, and some things that you aren't going to really expect. So I figured we could just go through a few of those categories, just again, so knowing what people should be looking for.
Okay.
So first and foremost, a lot of people have been warning about this. Don't expect any great deals, really shell shocker deals on electronics, especially the parts that are in short supply. So laptop deals are going to be a little bit leaner. There's probably going to still be them, but they're going to be not as great of a deal, especially components like processors or graphics cards, anything like that. Things that have already been in short supply, they're really not going to really be promoting a lot of great, amazing deals.
So some of that kind of constrained supply will affect what we see deals. Okay.
Yep. Now,
Sure.
that being said, there's always the good standbys. So I always widely promote, especially during this and Black Friday, the regular things, the re-ups that you need, especially in electronics. So things like battery backups. Hello in Florida with lots of thunderstorms about to happen. Or external storage. So any flash drives or external hard drives. Prime Day is always a good way just to snap up one of the top leading contenders in those and get a solid price off.
Okay, good.
So-
All right, good advice.
Yeah.
Well, we hope this episode's helped you shop for Prime Day, and you're ready to get out there and compete with everybody. And I miss anything?
I think we can't actually end this time until we actually say fad or future, Steve. I mean, we do it every time, so we got to see if this is Prime. Is Prime Day a fad or is it the future? It's a second Black Friday.
Well, honestly, I have to think it's the future. I don't know. We are definitely obsessed with Amazon. Amazon now is on the brink. I mean, not to get into business, we're having fun this episode, but their air fleet is now carrying stuff for the United Postal Service. If you didn't see that news story,
the drones.
Yes. Well, no, just their airplanes. Their airplanes are now carrying U.S. postal mail. So this idea at Amazon becoming a competitor to FedEx and UPS just took one more step to reality. So this is, Amazon's not changing their tactic. They're going to keep putting their fingers into every market. Their medical business is expanding. They're talking about opening up pharmacies of their own. That's another story that's out there. So just watch out.
Well, I had just heard about the drones too. I mean, they're starting to actually do some serious pilot phases in restricted special areas to do drone deliveries.
They have FCC permission in certain areas to do deliveries by drone.
Yes. No, I'm definitely in agreement. I think this is the future. Amazon is not slowing down. And candidly, they have very little reason to. There's not a lot of pressure on, competition is still catching up these many years later. And people like Amazon. People are always satisfied. I mean, even I'm always cautious about them, as a big tech company. Right. But their customer service is you can never walk away feeling disgruntled from their customer service.
They made life easy.
Yeah,
and that's what it's about.
Does. But just always being aware of what's moving forward. But it's definitely the future. I think Prime Day is here to stay.
It's here to stay. All right. Well, that's it for this episode. Please subscribe and like our video, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time on episode 17, where we'll get back to some of the great topics that I hope you're enjoying.
Oh yes, there's a few on the horizon. Just you wait till next week. So.
All right, thank you from us, and happy viewing.
Thanks. Bye.